In the swamp, trumping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that Tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the Hogs. Blue Ridge battle Wildcats, bringing the dogs. Show me Miss Zoe, black and gold fight. Boomer Sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday lights, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk. We talk that score. Saturday lights, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk. We talk that score.
Yo, what it is, ladies and gentlemen, man. It is your guy, Nick Frazier, one half of Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. I am here tonight with my guy, the man. You can't see him, but you can hear him. Tell him who you are, boss man.
My name is Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the Water Cooler, as always, man. Before we get into it, man, follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk, man. Follow us on Twitter at CoolestPod23 on Twitter. And, of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube so you know when we post more videos and when we go live here on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here as always, man. Marcus, how you feeling tonight, man? Tell us how you feeling. How is everything going with you, my guy? How was life? How is everything, man? Enlighten us tonight, Marcus, on your feelings tonight. In the words of DC, what is your emotional state?
Man, I'm in a better mood than I have been in the last few weeks at the Auburn game. But I ain't too high because Arkansas is still who Arkansas is. But you know, I'm not coming off a loss this week, so I'm feeling pretty good. How about you?
Man, it is what it is. That's all I can say. It is what it is, man. I don't know. I don't know. And things and stuff like that. I just look at it and I just be like, man, we here. It is what it is. But before we get into it, man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. Just know that, man, we will be going into the locker room this Saturday, Kentucky at Auburn. Night game, 6:30 p.m. kickoff, man. We'll be on here about 6:15. We'll be rocking with you throughout the night for the game, man. So come join us in the locker room for the live stream, live reaction, watch us live react to the show, man. It is a night kickoff. We will be there. So join us there. And then as soon as we're over with there, head on over to Auburnatics TV for the official post-game reaction. So Tiger Vent, I got the mayor, Marcus Fitzpatrick, DT Wolf, and Auburn Tigers, man. We appreciate y'all, man, for rocking with us. And as always, mess with the people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. I got longtime supporter, DJ from Hollywood Media, man. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Hollywood with EY. And of course, follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. Make sure y'all do that for us, man. Mess with the people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Marcus, let's go to the chat, man. Let's see who in the chat. Let's see who everybody who rocking with us in the chat, man. Auburn Dad in the chat. War Damn Eagle, what's going on, Auburn Dad? Hope you're doing all right tonight, my guy. He said, I pray that because he straight up named Jackson Arnold, that means Ashton has a good chance. We'll see. He's referring to the title of the show tonight in the thumbnail. But trying to depend on Hugh making good decisions is things I'd hang my hat on. I guess you would not hang his hat on that. Okay. All right. Wedge from Class Ad. What's up? He's saying, what's up to Auburn Dad? Wedge, I hope this is just gamesmanship. They're not actually, and they're not actually Hugh being Hugh. Gamesmanship. I'm gonna start that because I want to come back to that comment later on. The Huggy Beard is in the chat. What's up, Huggy? The Legend of Rooster Mac is in here. What's going on, my guy? Mike McKinney in the chat, fellas. War Damn Eagle, what's up, Mike? How you feeling, my guy? How everything going with you, man?
What's up?
I hope everything's good. Mexican OT. What is Mexican OT?
That's a rapper.
Oh, okay. No, that's not Mexican OT. It's not. Mike saying, am I the only one that grooves to this song doing the intro? Nah, I be grooving to it. I be dancing to it. I be dancing to it because it's a dope song that was written by yours truly. But I mean, it is dope, man. It is dope. He said, now Mike, it's dope. Intro, still want the whole song. Get already my ringtone. Oh, that's right. I still gotta get the whole song to you. Let me do that for you, man. Let me do that for you. What's happening, Auburn Dad? What's going on? Everybody saying what's up to Auburn Dad. Deadlift Shrimp is in the chat. Up, he said Marcus is probably naked in the back.
No, I'm not, bro.
Hey,
no.
Man. Shout out to Connie for starting that. Shout out to Connie, my favorite Auburn fan, for starting that. It is what it is. Auburn Dad said, man, hit the like button. It turns into a football when you do. That's what we want y'all to do. If you hit the like button, guess what? It turns into a football. So please do that for us, man. We appreciate that. Help us out, man. Tim, the tool man, Taylor, Huggy, Auburn Dad, what's up, man?
Timmy?
All right, man. Everybody doing well tonight, man. AUTJ, what's up, my guy? I hope all is going well with you. Hope all is going well with you, man. Why is TJ's the only one that has the name like that? Like his name is still there. I don't know. This is weird because I was looking at everybody else's thing. Everybody else still just got their regular name on that, which is weird to me. I don't get it. What up, Robert? Marcus is #1 fan. He said, hello, Nick. Marcus, room.
What's up, Robert?
21. Can you do something for me?
What's up, Ed?
Chat.
I thought I seen you out there.
Hope everything is going good with you, man. Yes, sir. Mr. 21 is in the house with us tonight. The Huggy Beard is in the house with us tonight. Excuse me, man. Tim said the song is fire. Yes, it is, man. I think it is. He said Mexican OT is a weirdo. I gotta go check this dude out to see what's going on with that, man. I gotta see what's going on. Mark, they said you was on the toilet Saturday with all that tissue.
Man, look, I've been waiting for a very long time to throw some of that tissue. Really? And we couldn't get on the reaction show how I wanted to, so I couldn't dress up the room how I wanted to. So I had to make a scarf, some other little items out of my tissue. But trust me, Mike. It was supposed to go way crazier than that.
Go way crazier than that. Ant for OC in the chat. What's up, Ant? What's going on, my guy? How you feeling? Ladies and gentlemen, the king of the comments is in the chat. Travell, what's up, my guy? Hope you feeling good. Everybody speaking to everybody, man. We appreciate y'all so much for continuing to rock with us. As always, man. He said, by the way, the intro on the locker room is fire as well. Well, thank you. I took a lot to it took me a while to write those songs. And you think I'm playing when I say that. Those songs lyrics are by me. I really wrote the lyrics to those songs.
Let them know, Nick.
I did. But shout out to that, man. Shout out to that. We appreciate that, man. I'm happy that y'all enjoy it. That's good. If you enjoying it, that's all that matters to me. Righteously, bro, I got a mini rant on deck if I call in. All right. And speaking of that, if you want to call in, Rich Flex by 21 Savage and Drake is forever going to be stuck in my head because of Ed Darby. That's Ed's intro, man. 21. Can you do something for me? Can you get a little Rich Flex for me? I'm telling you, man. That's it. And speaking of that, man, if you want to call into the show, man, here is the link to drop in. If you want to call in and chat with us, there it is right there. Click the link, come in. We'll do no video tonight. Just come in, audio only. And we'll make it happen. That's what we'll do. Nigga song, no, I'm not a songwriter. I just like to write. That's it, man. Think you miss your calling being a songwriter. Man, nah. Callings, you never miss your calling. You always right on time where you need to be at. That's not it. You always right on time where you need to be. You never should miss your caller. I might call in. I'm still pissed after the win. I think I am too, man. It is what it is. Nick, what don't you do? You know something about everything, man. Well, no, I don't. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes, you do, bro.
Do not do that, bro.
Truck
do not do that,
everything.
Bro. No, okay. So the truck driving thing was just something that I just wanted to do for a year. I just did it for a year. I did it for a year because I had my own authority and I wanted to just go out and just drive a little bit just to see what it was. And it was fun. Dangerous, but fun. But got a chance to drive across America. You know, drove from New York to California, drove from Alabama to Arizona, which was interesting. So I mean, it was interesting, man. It was just something. It was an experience.
Funny you playing humble, like you ain't a politician on the weekends and stuff.
What you mean? I'm not a politician on the weekends. What are you talking about?
You used to be a politician.
What are you talking about, sir? I have no idea what you're speaking about. What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I figured you wrote all them tunes, Nick. Very good. Right? I mean, yeah, man. It was just, you know, I put it like this. Yes, I wrote it, and ChatGPT helped me craft it, help me put it in the correct order. So we'll just put it like that. That's what we'll do. You remember when JT had a theme song? JT still has a theme song. He still has one. Speaking of which, I might still play that bug right now. I'm not gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. JT still has a theme song. As a matter of fact, it is waiting on JT. Whenever JT decides he wanna give us another quote of the day.
Well, here's that now. You know you owe my boy Robert a theme song.
No, Robert want the full song to the theme song of the show. That's what he want. I got to get that to him. I just be forgetting to do it because I just be doing other stuff with school and stuff. But it is what it is, man. All right, man. That man said Nick sounded like a politician, denying being a politician. Yeah,
I know, right, Huggy?
Nah, man. Nah, I don't. It is what it is, man. Let's get into it, man, because we already got somebody in the back that want to come in and chop it up with us, man. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in because I'm pretty sure he gonna be on the show with us all night tonight, and we're gonna get his perspective on some stuff while he with us. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy that wants to be my OC if Auburn decides to hire me as their coach. Still haven't heard back from him since we gave him my contract, and we gave him my contract. We haven't heard back from him. Shout out to Peyton Fool in the chat. Yo, what's good, fellas? Hope you're feeling good, my guy. It is Ant for OC. Ant, what's going on, my guy?
Yes. And I promise y'all, I will run the ball 30 to 40 times a game, and we will not lose to Bama and Georgia every year.
All right, Ant. I hear you, my guy.
I really came on to be funny. I was gonna throw a joke, but ain't too many gonna catch it. Let me find out you was up there on Lamar Ave and Bill Street.
Negative, sir. No, I was not, bro. Negative. Now use at that love truck stop on Lamar Ave. That's where you was at. That's where you was at.
No, sir. If I get there, I'm going home. I'm not stopping.
Bro, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson about that.
Oh no, they can't get no funky 40 on me.
I learned my lesson, bro. Never again, bro. Never ever stop in the
Memphis.
One.
Let me guess.
Go to West Memphis. Go to West Memphis, huh?
You had one knock on your door, didn't you?
Man, bro, look, bro. I didn't even answer. Did not even answer, my guy.
Hey, Marcus.
Yeah.
What we talking about is Lamar Avenue is like the strip in Vegas.
It is. It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous, bro.
Don't tell me it fit road.
Man, that's the PG version. I can tell you, man.
Bro, it's bad, bro. Like I didn't like. Okay, so like we off track a little bit, but they like okay. So when you knew, they tell you like spots, and that was one of the spots because we used to because you know FedEx is based out of Memphis. And so when you go there, Lamar Avenue is one spot they tell you not to go. But
don't stop.
The thing is though, when you when you work for a company and you got that time and you go over that time and you got to make that phone call to somebody and tell them, look, I gotta go in PC to get somewhere, they'd be like, what? Especially the company I was at for a little while. They don't like that. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna pull in right here. Man, I learned my lesson that night, never to go back there. Like I said, let me just get to West Memphis, bro. If I can get to West Memphis, I'm good. Which is literally like right there. That's it. That's all you gotta do. If you get to West, if I can get across the bridge to West Memphis.
West Memphis is probably like from Probably like Tuskegee to probably shorter.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Long.
That's it. It's not far.
All you do it cross the bridge.
That's it. Once you cross the bridge, literally when you cross the bridge, you in Arkansas. So West Memphis is Arkansas. So it's West Memphis, Arkansas.
Hey man, listen here. Let me tell you something. See, Nick ain't gonna tell you we all track a little bit. So this is a little truck driver talk. So if y'all go visit Memphis, don't stop on Lamar. Ain't no telling what you're gonna see.
Yeah,
you might see Vegas, you might see Vietnam, you might see New York, all in one action, bro.
It's dangerous, bro.
Man, listen, bro.
Bro, you'll probably I'm gonna just be real. You liable to see some of the like stuff that you see in movies, like on that strip. On that strip, you liable to see it just on the sidewalk. Like it's for real, bro. Like when I was like, man, like are they? Nah, bro. Let me just keep going. Let me get out of here, man.
Like some country boy like us being shot. We were,
I was like, man, let me get up out of here.
They really do this up here?
He not lying, bro. He is not lying, bro.
God.
West Memphis is crazy, bro. West Memphis is not just Memphis in general. It's just it's almost so to me. After you go to like 3-4 times, like when you first see it, you be in shock. But then after a while, you sit there, you be like, it started becoming funny to you because you be like, man, that's just hilarious. Like, why are you doing that? Because it's funny. Because then you kind of know where to go and where not to go and stuff like that. It's weird.
Nick, I caught one after the rain. Hitting the puddle. I said, I let the $100. I said, you nasty.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I'm telling you, it is bad,
hey, man, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about me. I'm a little outspoken, bro. If I see some weird stuff, bro, if it come up, it's probably gonna come out. I promise you. She was in the puddle, bro. I was like, you so nasty.
Crazy. He not lying. I mean, no, for real, he not lying, bro. Like this is like I'm telling you, like if you ever get a chance to just sit down and just listen to some guys that be over the road for real, you'll hear some stories, man. You will hear some stories. Like I got caught in a snowstorm in Pennsylvania one time. Had to go from Pennsylvania to the other side of Tampa, Florida, Pinellas, Florida, and we had picked up on a Thursday, and it had to be there like Saturday at like 1:00. And this snowstorm, you literally going like less than 15 miles an hour in the snow, like, and it's you just creeping along.
And then the people that live out there blow past you doing 60.
Yep. You just looking like, how you going so fast? Like you don't see all this snow on the road and stuff like that, man. But thank God we got to fight that mode.
It don't be the snow. It be the ice.
The black ice. The black ice.
The black ice.
Man.
Gotta watch for.
Man, that joke's so deadly.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
it's scary. But spending the night, but your clock keep going, so you have to spend the night on the side of the road in the snow. Man, that was crazy, bro. Like I was like, man, I'd have had some adventures. That year of driving, bro, was crazy. All right, man, let's get back to football, man. We went on topic for about 4 5 minutes.
That segment was called the Truckers Corner.
The Truckers Conversation.
Yeah. Truckers Corner, man. You know,
Truckers Corner, man. It is what it is. All right. That was just a year of my life when I just had to figure out. Well, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to. I needed to go see America a little bit, and it was fun. All right, let's get into it. All right, man. So Auburn is in a quarterback battle. Is what Auburn is in, right? So today in the press conference, first question that was asked to Coach Hugh Freeze, thought process on the quarterback position after watching tape, because he did say, at the end of the game on Saturday, he did mention that he was kind of asked a question about are you going to go forward with Ashton Daniels as the guy? But he did say he had to watch tape. So today is Monday. After watching tape, he was asked a question about after watching tape, processing what you saw on tape. He said he doesn't think. He said he thinks that the great motivator of anything is competition, which is a weird thing for him to say in that situation. He said it's an open competition. He said both will split reps. Ashton showed poise and leadership in a difficult time to come in in the game, and he thought Jackson Arnold played well up until the interception, is what he stated. And this is why I wanted to highlight Wedge's comment, because he said, "I hope this is just gamesmanship, and it's not actually Hugh being Hugh." This is the part I'm confused about. Why do we have to be okay? Let's be honest. Kentucky is a decent team, step above Arkansas in my opinion. If you look at Kentucky's games, every game they have played at home, they have been in contention for those games. Ole Miss, who's the other team? Texas. I think this is the first game they played at home this past weekend against Tennessee, where they literally was not in it they were not in the game after a certain period where you was like they can still win this game. Tennessee just started throwing the ball downfield, and they caught some passes downfield that actually helped them to extend that lead. But Kentucky still put 34 points on the board against Tennessee's defense. But in other games, even at Georgia, even when they play at South Carolina, even though the final score of those games was like 34-14, 34-13, those were still games going into like the fourth quarter. So they have a team that they have to learn as well how to get to that next level and how to win. But this to say it's gamesmanship, I don't think you have to game in order to beat Kentucky. Now, Kentucky could be a dangerous team, and that is something that Coach Hugh Freeze said in his game. You take every opponent seriously, but it comes back down later on when he asked the question. He was asked the question: is there any change in play calling wise between Jackson and Ashton? And his answer to the question was zero. There's no change in play calling. He says he and Jackson are very similar. And he said the passing game doesn't change at all. So are you truly trying to figure out which quarterback you're going to go with? Or in the words of like what Wedge is saying right here, Get Musty is saying, is this gamesmanship? And if it is, if you are saying that both guys are the same, why does there need to be a quarterback battle when you've seen enough from one guy to tell you he's good in the first half, but he's not good enough to help you win the game outright and have a complete game, and to give the guy that came in the second half that opportunity? Y'all thoughts on that? I'll go with you, Marcus.
I would say Jackson Arnold to me didn't look that bad, but I think Ashton Daniels deserves to start. But I also would want people to keep in mind we still haven't scored a touchdown. Ashton Daniels didn't account for a touchdown in the second half. That was all field goals. That was primarily our defense. So play calling is still something that lacks to me offensively. So even with Ashton Daniels being in, we didn't light up the scoreboard with him in. So him starting, it's still gonna boil down to me it's gonna boil down to play calling. What can Hugh Freeze call up? I did like that Ashton Daniels was quick on his release, that he got the ball out faster to me than Jackson Arnold. He seemed more comfortable and the times that I did see him in the game, the quick little period he did play, he seemed way more comfortable than Jackson Arnold did. But at the end of the day, it's still gonna boil down to play calling, bro. Our defense, to me, played lights out. Are they gonna get 4 consecutive turnovers in the Kentucky game? I don't know. Is that gonna be the recipe for us to win? That's gonna be very tough. But me, I think Ashton Daniels deserves to start.
Okay, so Marcus is on the Ashton Daniels track. Ant, what you thinking?
I think you should try Ashton. I said from the start of the season that Ashton needed to start at least by game 3. But at the same time, I agree with Marcus. basically gonna come down to play call. At the end of the day, if you're not gonna switch your play calling up to fit Ashton's strengths, then what are you putting them in there for?
Well, the thing is, he said that there's no difference between Jackson Arnold and Ashton Daniels. So what would make us feel like with Ashton in the game, a full game, we would see something different? Play calling.
The only difference I've seen between them is Ashton makes a quicker decision.
Okay. Now let me ask this question. In that with Ashton making a quicker decision, will those quicker decisions amount to more touchdowns, or do you think they would amount to more interceptions, or do you think do they even out?
Man, to me, like, I know this is an unpopular belief. I still feel like Hugh was telling Peyton throwing his reads. I felt like after Jackson Arnold lost his confidence, that began to be the situation. Because even in that interception, man, you seen two high safeties. All I can feel like is in the headset. They said throw that stop route before the play, and he chose not to run because they told him to throw that stop route. It's just. I feel like if that's how he managed quarterback, Ashton Daniels is still in the same doghouse as Jackson Arnold. But if he's gonna let Ashton Daniels play freely, I want to see it.
Okay. I'm gonna bring two guys into the chat real quick into the conversation. We're gonna see what they got to say on this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the legend of Sweet Sugar Bear Williams, the Rooster Mac, the Huggy Beard, and everybody know him as his intro music, Mr. 21. Can you do something for me? Ed Darby in the chat. What's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling?
What's up, gentlemen?
Chilling. Ed, what's on your mind, Ed? How you feeling on that one, man? What's your thought process on
it? Hey, go to Rooster first. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Huggy.
Oh, snap. I wasn't ready, necessarily ready. On that, what's happening? I think it's not like a great, divide between Daniels and Jackson Arnold. Yeah, Daniels makes the quicker decisions. I think that should help us, but righteously, bro, I think it comes down to, at this point, Jackson has shown that he's not, he's not the blasting cap. That, you can have C4 dynamite and all this stuff, but none of it blows up if you don't have a blasting cap. And he's shown that he's not that. So I think just out of trying to create a spark, you start him. You can always go back to Jackson if it doesn't work out. But I think the quicker decisions, it would be more of an advantage. But I'm totally in agreement with Marcus. Hugh Freeze, he ain't got him on a short leash. He got him on a choke collar. You hear me? And to me, and I know it's easy for me to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If Jackson is being told pre-play what to do, any quarterback that's really about it is going to be like, yes, sir, coach. As soon as he walk on that field, man, I'm not going to do that just because you said so, because what if it's covered? So, like we all keep saying, bro, it's going to come back to Hugh Freeze. And he just seems like a very, temperamental individual. So I don't think he wants necessarily I don't think he necessarily wants anybody to fail, but if he puts Daniels out there and it turns out, bro, that should have been him all year, he looks even goofier than he already looks.
Agreed.
So go ahead.
I got a question. Now everybody talks about this pass to Eric Singleton, right?
What's up, Eric? What's up, Edward? What's going on, Kid Country? Make sure y'all go subscribe to Kid Country's YouTube channel. What's up, Kid Country? What's up? What's up? If you want to come in, hit the link.
So everybody talks about this pass to Eric Singleton, right? And granted, it was a great catch by Singleton. What if he didn't make that catch though, and it was an interception? Because you got to think about it. The DB was right there on top of it.
Yeah.
So
did he look just like Jackson Arnold?
That's what I was gonna say, Marcus. So what are you getting that's different in that situation to me? Because if we look at Missouri, Jackson Arnold threw a perfect dime to Cam, and he dropped it. Ashton Daniels really threw a 50-50 ball up, and to be honest, on a better team, that probably would have been an interception.
But that's kind of like what Tez was saying. Me and Tez were trying to convey. This Arkansas team ain't a good team, so those plays like that, you gonna end up getting those players against a bad team.
And they gonna turn a 50-50 gonna turn to like a 75-25. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's why I'm not really high off that win like I supposed to be, because my defense got me 4 turnovers. Yep. And we didn't put up an offensive touchdown off them 4 turnovers.
And see, that goes to when I referenced in the chat, I got a mini rant. I don't know how much of a rant it is, but I seen something that Ike from War Report posted on Twitter today, and he was calling out the Auburn fans for holding up Vandy's coach and saying, I'm not defending Hugh Freeze. And I noticed all these people saying, well, look at the talent these other coaches had to come into. I just speaking for me personally, I'm not talking about talent. I'm talking about the schemes. I'm talking about not making adjustments, things that should be shown by year 3, no matter what your talent is. Whether you got A+ or B- talent, you still will notice, oh, they made an adjustment to that. It still popped 50 yards, but at least the guy could have, you know what I'm saying? So I think this comes back to the points Marcus making. It's hard to be high up on it when you have to kick, 6 field goals against what we're told is the worst team.
Exactly.
You dig? Like,
you got to keep 6 field goals against the worst defense in the SEC.
I think that was part that why my rant was so serious Saturday. Marcus, I owe you an apology too. I ain't want to take away from your happiness, but I think that's why I felt like we still lost.
Trust me. I felt the way you felt. It was just like, all right, bro, I ain't got to throw toilet paper all year. I'm finna save it this moment. So
right.
So, but it's just like, bro, I watched the same game you watched, and I watched the bad defense hold us to field goal after field goal after field goal after field goal. Yep. And I'm not even. And what's sad is our run game was working. It's just it showed me how the lack of creativity and the lack of scheme that Hugh Freeze had. Exactly. You played the whole second half, the majority of the second half on their side of the 50, and your field goal kicker had to have a magnificent game.
Yeah. And my thing was, if that was Georgia, all right, I probably would have been I would have been happy. Because
of course.
I mean, y'all know how it goes. Like that game Saturday should have been a Georgia game. I'm gonna put it like that. Meaning you get stopped, they get a stop, you in field goal range, you kick your field goal, all that stuff. If you win, if you beat Georgia by a field goal, then you're gonna be happy about that. Because their defense is 10 times better than Arkansas.
Yep.
Ed, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, Ed, how do you feeling about it? How do you feel about this the narrative that's going around by a lot of people that's feeling about this is potential gamesmanship or Hugh Freeze against Kentucky when it comes to this quarterback, this starting QB position, especially when he says that there is no real difference between Jackson Arnold and Ashton Daniels when he will have play calling in mind. What's your thoughts on that?
Waste of time. Name a quarterback. Maybe you 4-4. Also, it would be smart for you to name a quarterback, which is go ahead and start Daniels. I don't know why this is hard. At least get the players behind him early in the week. Right now, the players don't even know who the freaking quarterback's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, we got this whole team unity thing dynamic. We can't get on board with anybody. It would be best to name somebody now so they can get behind them.
Yep.
And from what we're hearing is that the players were, kind of we're in a different kind of mood when Ashton Daniels in there. So you need to use that. You can always go back to Jackson. Why are we playing? Why are we doing this? We're going to have an open quarterback competition, and we're going to see who practice. We're going to see who does well in practice and does all this other stuff. Really, we talking about practice now? Practice. Here we go. I'm about to go to Allen Iverson rant.
Week 10.
I mean, you don't even be at practice most of the time. So how would you know who's the better quarterback?
What are you going to get accomplished in season practice? Anyways, it's only 2 days worth of practice. Stretching. Right. We grading stretching, and what else? Like I don't, man. Just play, man. He wastes so much time. In my opinion. So, well, I think you should just go ahead and start Daniels. See what you got. I'm trying to get Marcus ready up there for what we're gonna see in the future. I'm trying to get y'all ready, man. Y'all won't listen to me. Now he did call. Now you didn't see nothing from Daniels last game because they didn't. He already said it that he did not want to put him in a position to do that. So that's why you saw that type of game. Yeah, you're not gonna score touchdowns doing that. Moving forward, if he wants to win football games and try to save his job, that's gonna be the blueprint. We're not gonna see the Central Phoenix High school offense, Jefferson Davis, Opelika. We're fixing to get ready to see the Sweetwater Bulldogs offense.
Hey,
Maplesville, Linden. We're about to see this 1A brand of football. If we got to go down here, and my kind of early prediction right now, just kind of thinking about it, we may end up winning the game like 21-10 or 21-6. That 21 points may be all field goals. Be prepared.
That was going to be my next question to the panel. My next question to the panel was, he was asked a question about red zone scoring, and I'm not going to read the whole answer, but I'm paraphrasing what he said. He said, out of the 5 possessions that they had in the red zone, 2 of the possessions they were being real conservative, is what he was saying. Shout out to Tez. Tez is in the chat. What's going on, Tez? I got Tez is in the chat. What's up, my guy? How you feeling?
What's happening, man? Sorry, I'm late.
What up, Tez? All right, so I'm about to finish asking this question. So to that point that Mr. 21 just put in, he stated when it came to red zone scoring, he said that only 2 possessions out of the 5 that where they kicked field goals were being real conservative in that situation. They were only trying to, he said, milk the clock in order to be able to kick a field goal, is what he was saying. I wholeheartedly agree with Ed on this one, that I think what you're going to see from this offense for the rest of the year is what we saw against Arkansas in the second half. So my question to you all is, as just a fan of watching the game, is that something that will give you more optimism? Will it strengthen your belief in Hugh Freeze if he gets another season as the head coach? Are you okay? Are you okay? Hold. Are you okay? Are you okay with Auburn winning games like that?
Can I go first, Nick?
Go ahead.
We've been asking him to win games like that. We've been asking him to run the football, manage the clock, and control the ball. He chose not to do none of that.
Bye.
Hold up. I think you're missing the essence of the question. I think you're missing the essence.
Oh, okay. Because we've been asking
that's not what I'm saying.
To control the game.
This is what I'm saying. On those possessions in the red zone, he was asked a question about red zone scoring.
Oh, okay.
He said
strictly in the red zone.
That was the question. The question was red zone scoring. The question was, he said on 2 of those red zone drives, they were being very conservative about in the red zone, where they were just trying to set up to kick a field goal, basically just trying to be able to milk the clock in order to do that. Would you be okay as a fan watching this team when they get in the red zone and not be able to score, but kick field goals and win games like that? Is that something that would give you optimism moving forward with Hugh Freeze as the head coach?
I would say it's a time and a place for everything.
But every game, though. But every single game.
Every single game ain't gonna get you that. They ain't gonna win every single game. But in the games that they can win, we need to do that. And that to me that's what we are frustrated with Hugh Freeze as a coach. You have to learn how to manage different games, game in and game out. You can't manage every game the same. You can't come in every game determined to run your game plan. sometimes you're gonna have to, like you said, run the ball, take the field goal. Sometimes you're gonna have to take a shot because a touchdown, a field goal can't beat every team. Sometimes you're gonna have to put touchdowns on the board to beat certain teams.
I do want to say this though. Auburn, there seems to be a pattern with Auburn when Auburn does get in the red zone. Last year, Auburn at the end of the season, it was converted. Auburn converted 78% of the time when they got into the red zone. I think 78% scoring. I think that included field goals as well, which ranked dead last in the SEC, which was 126 nationally. Excuse me, 122nd nationally. This year, Auburn is dead last in the SEC in red zone scoring, which is 126th nationally.
We last year?
Yes, we were.
No improvement. Bye, Hugh.
I kept saying bye.
Your thoughts, Tez? What's your thoughts on that, Tez?
So let me make sure I understand the question. You're saying that do you think that we could win by just being conservative in the red zone?
No.
Would that give me confidence?
No.
In red zone?
Ed said he wanted it started with him telling Marcus, get ready for what you're getting ready to see from his offense moving forward. The kind of game that we saw in the second half of Arkansas is potentially what we're going to see for the rest of the season. And I agree with Ed on that. Right. And my lead up that led into my question for when he was asked a question about red zone scoring and basically saying that out of the 5 drives that Auburn had in the red zone, only 2 of those drives, they were being very, very conservative about just trying to get a field goal, get in position to kick a field goal. The other 3, they were actually trying to put points on the board, but they didn't. So my question is, seeing how that transpired this past Saturday in the game, are you as a fan, would you be more optimistic? Or are you okay with Auburn winning games like that moving forward, knowing with what Ed is saying, and I'm agreeing with him saying that this is what the offense is going to look like? Does Auburn basically, let me put it like this: do you think Auburn needs to have those big plays in order to not get in the red zone, or do you think that Auburn has to improve in the red zone in order for them to score to actually put touchdowns on the board? Because from what we saw this past weekend, those plays only brought out field goals, 3 points. You didn't get 7 points on the board.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think that. No, that wouldn't give me confidence. No, I don't think we can win games like that. I mean, I think we can win games like that, but I think we can win about the same amount of games we've won already. Like, I just believe that once you get in the red zone, you have to be intentional about putting the ball in the end zone. That's what the good red zone teams do.
Exactly.
I know, like, yeah, we can run the ball, get closer, and then ultimately end up kicking field goals, and that'll keep the turnovers down, of course. But like, those teams get beat. Like you have to be. I'll put it like this: one of my favorite offensive coordinators is Todd Monken. Todd Monken is very intentional about putting the ball in the end zone. In the red zone in particular, you should be taking what the defense gives you. If there's a stack box, you should be throwing the ball outside. If there's not a stack box, you should be running the football, like, because the field is condensed. Like, you have to. I don't think it's a good practice for you to run red zone offense and to go through an entire series and the ball doesn't at least attempt to go in the red zone, go into the end zone at least once. At least once. I just don't think that's a good philosophy for winning football games. Like, you have to be intentional about scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
Okay, but with the way this offense is set up, even with Auburn trying to take shots at the end zone, it's not working. Or
hear me out when you say that. I want to bring this up. We talking about that Kentucky that game last week, right? If it's not for a shot in the end zone, we don't win that game with field goals. We lose that football game.
He was a little. That wasn't technically that wasn't technically the red zone.
It wasn't the red zone, but what I'm saying is, like, if you're not intentional about putting the ball in the end zone, like, we already have a coach that does not does not know how to really coach in situational moments, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no
That's
confidence
true.
I have in him winning close games. And what that philosophy is going to breed is a ton of close games. And I won't have any faith in him doing that. Like, no, he's got to figure out how to score touchdowns.
Yep.
Like, we need touchdowns. This is what we need. We need points and touchdowns. Like, and you know, I know it's not the popular thing to say, but because everybody wants to run the football, and I get it, but like, you have to at some point scheme up something that's in with the intent of breaking the goalposts.
Oh, of course,
breaking the plane. Like that has to be your goal. That's the object of the game.
Me and Ed are on kind of the same point here because I would like to see more of that old school, you know, I formation, offset I, power I formation type situations when you get into the lower red zone, because you do have the upper red zone, which is the 20 to the 10 per se, and then once you get down into that deep part of the red zone, that 10 in, I would love to see more of that I power I formation. Ed, can you speak on that a little bit more? Why you feel that way?
Yeah, it's for me. It's not necessarily getting into like a wing tee or anything like that.
Oh,
I would like him, but I still get ready for this type of game. I mean, get in pistol, run the football like you've been doing, and then play action off of it. Like, this is what I'm saying. You don't have the stretch zone play. If you got a stretch zone, you can run it. If it's successful, then you can pull it and then you can throw it down the field. I'm just saying, don't just get back there and just start calling deep bombs like what he's been calling is not working. So go back to the old school of, you know, back in the 1A football days. Run the football. We're going to take advantage of the throwing game when we set up the run, and then we're going to play action. We're going to be able to hit some of these bombs.
Can I ask a question? Have we seen Jackson Arnold on the center yet?
I'm not even talking about him anymore because I don't think he's the quarterback.
He fumbled the football.
No.
Yeah, we saw him.
I don't even think that was under the center.
Nah, he wasn't under center then.
That wasn't under the center, Ted. That man ain't never been under the center. Like,
yes,
he was under center. It was a tush push. He was under the center. Was trying to push him. He fumbled the football. He never really had a grasp on it.
Nah, he didn't fumble, but not
you know what I'm saying. He didn't hold on to it.
He was on the center another game too. I think they hand the ball off the matter of fact, he was on the center Missouri game when Omar got the touchdown. When Madsen scored.
What Ed just said and what he's talking about is what I mean by being intentional in the red zone. Is because I think that no team is gonna let you just run the football all the way up the field, and then when you get in the red zone, they just gonna sit in too high and say, "Hey, here's 5-man box. Keep running it." No, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna load the box. So you have to have these play action plays, fullbacks to the flats, like these misdirection plays. You have to have some plays that are just drawn up with the intent of gaining 5 yards, gaining 10 yards.
Let me ask this question. Let me ask this question real quick. Is it a talent problem?
No.
Are you sure?
What do you mean by talent problem?
Nick, your coach called a hitch route.
No. I'm trying to. No. I want to get your thought process. Do you think it's a talent problem?
No.
Okay.
Maybe if you were going to say it was a talent problem, you could maybe say O-line, but I don't think it's like, hey, we don't got an O-line so we can't do it, because obviously we running the ball pretty good. I think what it is, Nick, and this goes back to your last question, like Tez is saying with the intent, if that's his plan in the red zone, that tells me that you don't think you're going to cross that goal line. And it's like the old saying, it's like he's coaching not to win, but he's coaching not to lose.
Hold that thought right there. When I ask if it's a talent problem, do you think Auburn is built to score in the red zone? That's the reason I asked. You think Auburn's built to score in the red zone?
Yes.
Not handing the football off. They are.
Okay.
Not.
Hold on. So let me say why. I say yeah.
I actually.
For the past 2 years, you have built your offensive line to actually run the ball. Okay. They're not a bad running team. We're not a bad running team, period. We're like second or third in yards per carry. Bro, you're not scheming for
that's
your
what I was just
strength.
gonna say. I think we get talent confused with scheme. We got the talent to be able to do what we want to do. Scheme wise, like you said, Ed, he's not gonna change. You ain't finna see Hugh Freeze wake up in the morning and say, let me install an I formation.
Right.
Let me go put in a pistol to make my red zone offense more effective. He ain't finna do that. He finna keep trying to run.
So let me just put this little bug in here. Do you think Auburn is built more from goal line to the 20 and not from the 20 to the red zone?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we built from 20 to from goal line to goal line, to be honest. But again, you're not scheming to your player's strengths.
I just don't think
ran
that the
the
dude.
ball. Go ahead.
I don't think that the dude knows how to pick up 5 yards. I think that's that. Like I think it's a scheme problem from that aspect. I don't think it's a talent problem. Yeah, we're built to run the football against a 5-man box, against a 6-man box. Yeah, we can move the ball like that. When the box is loaded, we don't have the people movers up front to just run the ball anyway.
That was that's what I was trying to. I was just waiting on somebody to get to it. I just didn't want to make it obvious.
Right.
That's what I was asking.
We got Jeremiah Wright, and then the rest of that offensive line, they trying to get upfield. They're tacticians. They're trying to get upfield and put big people on little people. We aren't the way that a lot of people are suggesting that we play. We just can't do that. That's why the Oklahoma game went the way it went. We can't inside zone our way to the end zone. It's not going to work.
Say it again, Huggy. Say it again, Huggy.
We're not bully ball, like Tez said. Yeah. Of course, we're getting pretty good until we get to the red zone, and then everything tightens up. And okay, let's put some in the box. But our offensive line, while they're built to be to where they can block, from our goal line to the 20, once they got to start just imposing their will, that's where we see the talent gap. It's not that they're not talented. If you put it like this, y'all remember how bad 2012 was, but a lot of people forget that we completely changed our offensive mindset and we had been recruiting players to run that, speed sweep, all the crazy stuff because it was new. And then we tried to switch to almost a pro style run, and we didn't have the bullies to do that. It's the same concept. You've got to be able to impose your will in such a way that, hey, y'all know what's coming. Guess what? We're still going to hit you so hard. It's going to knock you 3 and 4 yards back. It's going to knock you into a linebacker, and the running back's just going to walk over our back. That's a perfect point. Everybody's calling for a run game that we're not built to run.
But my whole thing is this. It's frustrating because when we say we're not built to run it, my whole thing is the scheme that we're running is not built to run it. Because when you run an I formation, that's a heavier scheme. That's a heavier set. That means you're like, and here you play line. That means your splits cut down. That means the line has to shift different. That means we get to run at you different. If you, of course, our run game don't look built to play bully ball when we running out of spread every time. We're running out of 4 or 5 receiver sets with a quarterback sitting 5 yards off the ball instead of your running back running downhill. He has to get the ball at a different angle and pick up speed. Of course, you're not going to do that when you're not scheming it up that way. That's why when Ed say we can go I 100% agree with that. When you can go pistol, you still have a downhill run. Then you can go play action and switch it up. That's on your coach. That has nothing to do with talent.
Well, let me ask you this question.
Okay. Hold on. This isn't like, okay. I want you to ask yourself this. How many teams do that? Right? We talk about Auburn
Georgia
from
does it all the
yesteryear.
time in the red zone.
But Georgia also does that from the 20 to the 20. They line up in 13 personnel all the time, 12 personnel all the time. That's what they do. Vanderbilt, you're naming teams that do that all the time.
Great
right?
point.
When we talk about think about when we had Cam Newton, right? Think about that year, right? You had Lutzy, who was an H-back. He was on the field all the time. That was a downhill running scheme. You can't just teach one thing and then all of a sudden We just gonna start running our formation just because. I mean, you can.
I just said that he ain't gonna wake up in the morning and start that scheme.
Yeah,
I said that.
So that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying is, Ted, you can't say that we don't have the talent to do it. It's the scheme that we're permitted. That's all I'm speaking to. I agree with.
I want y'all to hold up.
What you're saying, Ted.
Hold up. I want y'all to hold
He's not gonna implement.
So do we know that Brandon?
Hold that thought. I gotta bring somebody in here, man. Mike McKinney, what's going on, Mike? What's on your mind, man?
What up? Y'all hear me?
Mike? Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Here's my whole thing.
Okay.
As soon as Auburn gets to the 20-yard line, what's the first thing Hugh Freeze about to do?
Throw the ball.
Throw the ball.
Hey.
Okay, so we can throw everything else out the window because everybody knows he about to try to choke the ball up to Cam when he gets to the 20-yard line. So either one or two things going to happen. Jackson going to get sacked or it's going to be an incomplete pass. On second down, he's going to try to run it again. It's a scheme thing. It ain't talent. It's a scheme. It's completely play calling.
Exactly.
It's completely play calling. Bro, go back to that last drive in the Oklahoma game when we scored and then they went back and scored again. Bro, he went straight. He never even thought about throwing the ball. We ran the ball all the way down their throat. And he threw it that one time on third down. We got in the red zone. He ran it 4 times and we scored. It's a scheme. It's him. It's the play calling. It ain't got nothing to do with our time.
Hold on. What game was it?
He ran the ball 4 times and he got bailed out by offside because we was about to lose on that. But the play wasn't going to work.
Hold on. What game was that, Mike? You said this
the Oklahoma game.
Oklahoma game. Okay.
The Oklahoma game. I thought you were talking about Arkansas game. My bad.
Oklahoma game.
You're right.
Well, also, it's not so much that it's not that there's.
My question is why? Like what we're talking about is like changing up the scheme, doing something different. Why can't we just execute on the things that we do? Why can't we watch? Listen, we saw a play. We saw a play. We was on. Have you heard? We saw that pick 6, and everybody looked at that play. And if you watch that play, you run Eric Singleton on a post route. He's wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. Why can't we just do that? To me, that seems like an easier fix than all right. Let's start trying to do something we haven't done all year. Just like man, let's tighten up our red zone play calling in terms of passing the football.
So look, though that interception happened first down, right?
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
So listen, Ted. So let me say this. As a coach, Tez, if you was a play caller, what would you call in that situation?
Okay, hold that thought. I want to clarify something because I think here is where I think we get messed up at. Tez is hold up. Let me start on the side over here. There is a side of the panel, which I believe is majority of the people on the panel, that says we should run the ball. We're running the ball well enough from the 25 till we get to the end zone. But when we get, until we get to the red zone. But when we get to the red zone, for some reason, the running game stalls out. Is what we're saying. Is what's being said. But you all are saying that we should still be able to run the football just because we were able to run the ball in the field. Tez is on the end. Is on the spectrum of saying, why don't we just execute what we doing? Because if we change to what we are trying to be, that's basically changing the whole scheme of what Hugh Freeze wants to do. Is that correct? Am I correct by what I'm saying?
I just don't think that we can win kicking field goals, and I think that doing that is going to lead us to field goals.
No. The reason. No, I agree with you. I agree with you there, Tez. I do. But what I'm saying, and I agree with you for a reason, because I think that the running game that Auburn has, I think is not built for it when Auburn gets stuck at like the 17, 18 yard line and you want to run the football. Because it was mentioned earlier that yes, Auburn can run the ball well against when it's a 5-man, 6-man box, but when it gets loaded, when the box becomes a loaded box, it's hard for Auburn to run the football. We have stated that.
Okay, so
and what we're saying is Auburn is not, and Huggy referenced it earlier that Auburn does not play bully ball. But then it was brought up that Georgia does it all the time. But then it was also mentioned that that's what Georgia does as well.
Georgia also has tight ends that can catch the ball.
Well, that's true.
So let me
Let me
ask this.
But their tight ends are more. But their tight ends are more hybrid type guys as well. They can Lawson Lucky, and Oscar Delp could be wide receivers as well too. But go ahead, Ant.
So let me ask y'all this: if you really want to throw the ball in the red zone, how do you set that up? Run the ball, right? It don't matter if you get 2 yards or 10 yards. Run the ball. I get what y'all saying, but you can scheme yourself to become a running team in the red zone. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to do reverses. You don't have to do none of that. You can do you don't even do buck sweep. You can do counter. You can do stuff to play with the linebacker's eyes. There's so many ways you can set up a run game in the red zone.
But the thing about that, Ant, you're 100% correct. But it all comes back to it's Hugh Freeze. That's not his scheme. You dig? So, and
that's what we trying to get to.
But that's what me and Mark is saying. That's what me and Mark is saying though.
Are we speaking on making? All right, hold up. So we speaking on just making Hugh Freeze scheme work, right?
No, it's not about that.
All right, hold on, wait. All right, so I just want to understand. All right, to make Hugh Freeze scheme work, you have to stop throwing the ball on critical first downs in the red zone.
Yep.
Facts.
That's one.
So all right, so we speaking on just strictly making his scheme work. Stop throwing the ball on critical downs in the red zone. When you see that your first down run doesn't work, please, that all of a sudden don't mean abandon it. You can come on second down. It's very critical for Hugh Freeze. He doesn't know how to create yards on critical second down plays. Either he's going to call a dump. See, I can't even say what I want to say. He's going to call another dumb pass play, or he's going to call a reverse or something screen that everybody sit on. His red zone script is so predictable. That's the reason why we can't score in the red zone, because we all know when we get in the red zone what he's going to do. So for us to make his red zone script work, you have to scrap it, and he got to do something that he usually don't do.
Do you think Lane Kiffin's red zone script is predictable?
No.
Not even close.
Lane Kiffin throws the ball in the red zone.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this for us.
I'm just saying, Lane Kiffin. Script is not.
If you're inside the 10-yard line, right? If you're inside the 10-yard line, and if you run the ball, there's this notion that passing the ball in the red zone on first down is just a bad idea.
No,
I ain't saying no.
We're not saying that.
In the red zone on first down.
Listen, everybody. Hold up, everybody. Everybody talking over everybody. Everybody talking
because what's being said is we run the ball. We get in the red zone on first down and we throw the ball.
No, Taz. I don't say it's not a bad idea. It's only bad when it's predictable. But it's
only bad when it doesn't work. It only bad does it doesn't work. How about we call some different pass plays?
How is it gonna work when it's predictable? It's like all season long.
Running the same hitches.
We've been watching people play the same stop route.
You don't think inside
linebacker or DB? It's predictable.
But that's predictable, bro. From the 20, you don't think inside zone is predictable in the red zone. There's a reason why.
I ain't saying you gotta run inside zone. I'm saying get creative with it. All I'm saying is with his script is predictable. Everybody on here can get up. I didn't see Nick call a whole game of Hugh Freeze's offense. Yeah. I'm not saying that you can't throw the ball in the red zone. I'm not saying that we shouldn't try. All I'm saying is you can't come in with a predictable script and you not calling no different type of routes. You're running a curl route.
Do you know what Gus Malzahn's complaint was? He didn't throw the ball in the red zone. creative in the red zone. All we did was run it, and all we did was kick field goals, and that's why we lost games because we couldn't score touchdowns. And now we have a guy that we's like, let's go back to that. Come on, man. Like being realistic.
Keep going back to Gus Malzahn. Gus Malzahn averaged 28 points. We can't even score 17, bro. So stop bringing up Gus with this man.
No,
you keep bringing up Gus. I didn't even bring up Gus. I leave that argument for my brother. But all I'm saying is, bro, he can't score.
I hadn't said
He
Gus
can't
Malzahn,
score, bro. Like, what more do you want from that man? He can't put up 17 points.
Want from me?
How many points?
That man has had 4 weeks in a row to put up second half points and have gave you nothing. Scrap his script. Scrap his scheme. Nick asked last year, does this scheme work? This scheme does not work. Nick asked last year, does this scheme work?
I'm not saying that the scheme works. I'm just saying that the answer is not just keep running inside zone. That's not going to be the answer. We're not going to win games like that. That's all I'm saying.
You can throw the ball.
You can play action on first down. Maybe throw something different on first down. You definitely don't throw out for 5 yards that don't reach the end zone. No.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's the answer.
Emotions are high.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Hold up. Wait a minute here.
At some point, we've got to execute something in critical moments.
They're going to break out the horn.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Man, fire this dude. We got to
Thank you, Mike.
I'm so tired of this.
All right, so
blood pressure high, man.
This is exactly.
Feeling myself after a win, fellas.
Feeling myself.
We won Saturday.
My God.
So here's okay. So
we won
okay.
Saturday.
So
let's
let's clear this up. All right. I agree with Tez in this situation because after sitting down and actually rewatching a couple of games, I understand now why. Well, it took me. I'm not gonna say I didn't understand, but I grasped the reason why you would throw the ball in the situation. Because when I look at Hugh Freeze's offense, there is no creativity in the running game at all. But with what he does want to do, could we see some creativity in the passing game in the red zone? Could we see him, some kind of way fake out a defense, and use that to be able to get the passing game that he wants in the red zone? That's the reason why I asked the question: do we have the talent to run the ball in the red zone? I don't think, and I don't think we can play bully ball like that in the red zone with what we say we want to do. Which is the reason why I feel like this offense, which is I stated this in the offseason. I said I feel like Hugh Freeze wants to have at least 2 explosive plays per quarter where he does not end up in the red zone, to where he scores outside of the red zone, where he gets those big plays down the field. So he has to avoid it in that way, because I don't think his offense is built for that. I don't think he has the creative run game for the red zone, and I don't think he has the creative passing game for the red zone as well. I don't think the offense is that creative, to be completely honest with you. So we sit here and we arguing about running the football, but what we seeing him do in the running game is kind of the climax of what he knows when it comes to running the football in the running game. So to Ted's point, what's creative about just running straight inside zone every single time? Because that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna run 22 inside zone. You're gonna run. You don't see nothing else.
So I'm not saying that his run game is creative. I'm saying his play calling is altogether is predictable. His red zone script is predictable.
But the question is, how, if it's not creative, how do you expect what we see in between the 20s to get better in the red zone? How's that? What is going to happen creatively between the 25-yard line to the 20-yard red zone to the 20-yard red zone line? Is going to make you be like, oh, he going to be creative in the red zone.
So you mean to tell me as a play caller, you don't have a bootleg in your package nowhere?
I didn't see
quarterback that you
apparently not.
Yes, he do. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. I'm gonna tell you when.
The closest we seen to Hugh Freeze in a bootleg is him just moving the pocket to the right. That's the closest we seen.
One thing he got to do.
Ashton ran a bootleg Saturday.
One thing he got to do is leave Malcolm in the game because Malcolm stays wide open the whole game.
Yep,
he's wide open in the end zone. We just missed him.
Right.
Yeah, he did miss him.
My whole thing
And
is my frustration is even with throwing the ball in the red zone. Like, why don't we see any mesh routes at all between Singleton and Simmons? Like, I don't see that.
He don't have a mesh concept, bro.
Why are you running mesh? Why you running mesh in the lower part of the red zone? Because I'm talking about.
I didn't say the lower part of the red zone. I said in the red zone.
Okay, so 20 in. Why? Okay, so you want to run mesh concepts in from the 20 part in the red zone. Okay, all right, interesting. But okay.
So let me ask y'all this. We saw.
I was just about to say a slant or a drag.
Yeah, we just started talking about a play that happened in that Arkansas game where Ashton Daniels checked to the left, he rolled to the right, and then Malcolm. Of course, we know Malcolm Scissors was open immediately. Yep. He hit him late, he overthrew him, but he was essentially wide open. What I'm telling you guys is like, we should probably do more of that.
Yeah, but that was a called jump ball. That was kind of like a broken kind of play after that. That's why he didn't see him, because it was a call. That was his first read.
Yeah, his first read was.
Yeah, that fade route was his first read.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Point taken. But what I'm saying is like, put the ball in the end zone at least once. Give them a chance to score touchdowns. It just running inside zone and playing for a field goal is not going to beat many of these teams. It's just not going to do it.
It's a defeated mentality.
I'm tired of watching other games and watching other teams scheme up simple pass plays in the red zone and score touchdowns to wide open receivers.
Arkansas did it against Auburn.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's not rocket science. It's like it's okay to throw the ball in the red zone on first down, guys. It is. But you want to know why? Because if you don't, then you get the third down, then they know you're throwing the football. Right? If you throw it on first and it doesn't work, then you can run your inside zone and kick the field goal. So, like, what I'm saying is, like, man, we have got to get to the point where these guys have got to execute something, man. We got to execute something. Well, I watched them in that Arkansas game run the ball in the red zone 4 times. And the only reason we got a field goal on it is because one of our offensive linemen jumped offside. He ran speed sweep. It wasn't going to work. He's finna get stopped at the 1. But because he was offside, he pushed him back. He had to kick the field goal. He gave you 4 runs in the end zone, and it wasn't going to work. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, we got to get to the point.
We're not saying don't throw the ball.
Just don't run hitches to the 5. Now, I don't agree with that.
I mean, at the end of the day, even with the speed sweep call, me and Nick was like, take your points. Like, why is you even calling speed sweep?
On 4th
down. It was
down.
too predictable.
Yeah, on 4th down.
It was too predictable.
Especially every time he ran that play, Caleb Wooden was going straight. He was coming from the safety
downhill.
Tackling it behind
lines.
I just didn't understand at all. I agree with you there.
That's why me and Tez is like, it's not talent, it's coaching and scheming. You don't have no red zone scheme.
Well, the biggest problem,
I mean, it's clear as day.
I think it all comes back to coaching, no matter what, because we have talented players. It all comes back to coaching, and I'm starting to wonder during the week, how much are they really practicing stuff? Because I see Auburn sometimes looking lost, like they're not sure exactly what's happening. That's never going to win anything that matters. It's just not. It's going to always come back to him. Like in the red zone, you can throw the ball, but everybody on this panel literally just said, we know what's going to happen on first down. You're going to run a slant, drag somebody across the field while you've got, it comes back to scheme.
Mix up the route calls on the first down.
Yeah, that's
not route.
I think we're saying the same thing.
I've been saying that. I say there ain't no disagreement. He don't have no creativity in how he want to throw the ball. So it's just like he has no creativity. He has no creativity outside of running that reverse route anyway. Let's call it what it is. The Singleton motion is the only real creativity we see. Like he ain't doing nothing that you can't draw up yourself.
All right. Let's talk about something positive in this game.
You right, we won.
Yeah, that part. But let's talk about something positive. Let's talk about the defense, man. We want to talk about these guys, man, and how good this defense is, and how without this defense, this probably would have been a different game, man. I want everybody on here to, well, I don't, if you want to, you can, but I want you to. We saw Xavier Atkins in this game, man. Xavier Atkins is he is the bright spot on this defense, the best portal pickup that Auburn got out of the portal. Shout out to Rayshawn Pleasure for getting 2 interceptions in this game. Lauderdale Faustin, Kinsley Lauderdale Faustin for getting another interception in this game. This defense, when Coach Hugh Freeze talks about this team being close, I hope he's not thinking about the offense is close. I really hope he's attributing that to the defense. But when you listen to him in the press conference today, it almost seems as if he had more critique of the defense not having eye discipline in the game than his offense not scoring points. But I'll leave that alone. But let's talk about this defense, man, and how good this defense really is. I want to start with Ed, man. Ed, just talk about this defense, man. Talk about it and just tell me what you think, man. What you feel?
I really don't have much to say about defense. This is just a traditional Auburn defense that has been for like the past 25, 35, 40 some years. Ain't changed. Mm-hmm. The D-line's doing what they're doing. They may not get a lot of sacks. I don't mind some defenses that don't get a lot of sacks. As long as you can cover and stop the run, you're doing just fine. Linebacker is really good. It's worked out because early in the year we were having problems on defense, and I said early in the year we were playing too many guys. You can't get settled with a unit when you're playing 30, 40 guys on defense. So I always knew the defense would come around. But yeah, I mean they're playing excellent. I also give love to special teams. They've made a little bit of a comeback here the past couple of games.
What's up, Dwight?
McPherson with the field goals, great. Something that gets lost nobody's ever talked about. We went in there and almost blocked it where we got our finger on the ball, but almost blocked it. So I mean, they're doing good. We're catching the ball when we do get punts, great. And Pleasant on the kickoff return, getting stuff jumped off for the offense. So I think every other area is functioning like it should, other than the offense and the sideline coaching, on the offensive side of things. And I hate to go back real quick because I didn't get a chance to get in there real quick. I do agree with you, Tez. You do need to throw the ball when you get in the 20. I don't care what you do in between the 20s, but our problem is once you get the red zone, you can't do anything. And you need to become, like you said, more creative.
Yeah.
If you have not repped enough in practice as a passing offense or air raid where you like Matt Leach, you have to be excellent to be able to pass in the red zone. And we're nowhere near that.
Yeah.
So, because the quarterback has to get the ball out on time, he has to see it early. We ain't ready for that. That's why I'm saying that maybe you should go to something more easier. You ain't got to put in a lot of plays. You can put in a basic I formation, run it off tackle one time, and then try to play action just to try to get you some points. And you can do stuff like Cam Newton when he was there, when you had the Lutsy play where you roll out to the right, the tight end falls down, and then he runs. Dude, do something.
Yeah. Right.
That's all I'm saying. So
I agree with that.
Go ahead. I'm done.
No,
I'm about to have to jump out and go spend some time with the babies. I'll say this for the defense, and I don't know how many people have noticed this. I mean, obviously they're playing good, but something that I was impressed with, Auburn's had a problem in recent years of not being able to be who they are against a team that they clearly should be. So the potential for Arkansas to come in there and all of a sudden just start bombing the defense, it was there. And that did not happen. The defense showed, hey, we're good. Y'all got a good offense, but we're better than you are. And that's what impressed me, that they didn't play down because Arkansas as a whole is not a very good team. the defense come in there, like I had made the point about Champ Anthony jawing between the play, letting them know, like, yeah, that's right. Oh, Goofy Face got us looking a fool on offense, but you got to come deal with us. That confidence that they have in themselves and in each other. And like with the sacks, you don't necessarily have to always sack the quarterback as long as you can get pressure. Is so much of football, especially in the passing game, is off of timing. If you can disrupt that timing by a split second, that's almost as good as a sack because the quarterback gets the ball there too early, or he, put too much on it because he threw off the wrong foot and it floats. So the defense, I mean, I'm sure if you really tried and looked at, you could probably find some negatives, but this ain't the time to be pointing out minor things. No, the defense did exactly what they needed to do. And we all have been talking about when is the other shoe going to drop, and the defense said, you know what? Forget this because nothing we do is going to matter. And we didn't see that. They come out like it's two different teams.
Yeah.
The mentality, it's like flipping a switch. So the defense gets, and the special teams as well. But if you, like you said, 21, we've had the defense and special teams for years. So that's not really, I think it flies under the radar sometimes, Auburn's defense. Like with the 2010 team, everybody talks about Cam and Dyer, McCaleb. Bruh, they was straight up monsters on that defense. And they played together as one, as a unit. And that's going to win you more games, especially when the guy calling offense is saying, well, we got to the red zone and we're trying to get a field goal. Like Tess says, that's going to put you in the closer games more times than not. And we don't look good in close games. We all saw what the record was in one-score games. But the thing that people are missing is that defense is keeping it to a one-score game. So, defense, I guarantee you if the offense had the same fire, and not just fire, but if it had the same mentality coaching-wise, Auburn's undefeated right now. And anybody that thinks differently, it just don't know what they're talking about, or they're a Bama fan or B sharp. It just
wow.
Wow. I had to get that jab in on him.
No.
I know he ain't here to hear it, but the defense, if we can get that effort out of every game, we're going to be in more. And I mean, in the last few years, beyond Hugh Freeze, we've watched a lot of games where, man, if we could just score one touchdown, if we could just do something on offense, we've got the game. So defense is there even before Durkin. So defense gets nothing but praise from me. I got to bonk out, gentlemen. Shout out to everybody. Specifically, I want to give a special shout out to my dog, Marcus. He's a class individual dog. You my dog. We down like 4 flat tires.
Oh, yeah.
You know what it is. Shout out to Marcus for looking like down south Stefan Urkel. You my boy. Shout out to Nick as well. Shout out to everyone. Y'all stay super fly and be blessed. You heard me?
Shout out to the Huggy, man.
Hey,
Appreciate you, Huggy.
Hey,
I gotta hop on. I gotta hop on.
Exactly say on the defense.
I gotta
All right,
hop on
Marcus.
too, Nick, but let me say this before I hop on. Defensive wise, I love that Durkin made halftime adjustments. I like how when Patino was hitting him with a little here and there, he came back out of halftime. He made those adjustments. I like also from the Mizzou game, he learned from showing the blitz. He started windowing a lot of more blitzes in third down situations this game. And I think that led to a lot of like turnovers because misread the defenses. But outside of that, man, like Ed said, man, I'm happy with my special team. Can't really knock the defense at all, man. Because with the defense, you're gonna have that bend but break mentality, and my defense had 4 big time turnovers. So shout out to them. But hey, y'all, man, y'all be safe, be blessed, man. Y'all have a safe night.
All right, then. Marcus is out.
All right, Marcus,
man. Appreciate it. Mike, what you think? What's your thoughts on that, man? Before we get to this last question, before we get out.
Really, I'm just glad we finally won a toss and kick the ball off. Man, when our defense sets the tone, it's a totally different game. And that just goes back for 10, 15 years. I don't like when Auburn comes out on offense first. I like when the defense comes out there and sets the tone. And mostly I just like our the DBs because of Caden Lee and Crawford is the reason those picks happen. Because you can't throw the ball to either side to me on neither one of them. Like those two dudes are two lockdown corners to me, but mostly just that rush on that line is just I don't see anybody, and we may not score a bunch of points, but I really don't see anybody putting up more than 24 points on us this year at all.
Okay.
Period.
I like it. All right, fellas. Last question before we get out of here for the night, man. I had to bring this up because this right here was very interesting to hear. Hugh Freeze was asked the question. Shout out to Mike G from War Report. He was asked the question. And I'm not even gonna read the whole question. I'm just gonna give you the gist of it. He said, have you caught up with John Cohen since Saturday? And paraphrase the question. He said, no, he has not. He hasn't spoken with John Cohen. He said they celebrated after the win. He seemed to be excited for the win. Further along in that answer, he said, has the roster gotten better since he's been here? Yes, it has. He said, are we close? He said, yes, we are. And he said he believes with all his heart that Auburn, that he will win big at Auburn. And he says the team is pretty united. I just want to give you all the floor on this one before we get out of here. We got about 4 minutes before we end the show. But I just want to give y'all the floor on this one to just tell me what y'all think about that answer there.
In what year? What year he talking about? What year he talking about?
The question was asked today, so I guess he talking about the program as a whole is close to being able to win.
Oh yeah, we always close now. With him coaching, we always close. But to say we gonna win or be in the playoffs,
That's what happened when you on Lamar. That's what happened when you on Lamar Avenue. But my bad. Jesus Christ, bro.
God almighty.
That's what I said.
Man, listen here, man. I'm in a cold state right now. I ain't trying to hear all that. To think, if you ask me, we probably wouldn't make a title. We'll probably make it to the playoff for a year or two or three. But
do y'all find it odd?
No title.
Do y'all find it odd that he said that he and Cohen has not spoken since the game? Well, it is Monday, and Sunday was a day that you kind of have a day, but you haven't spoken. I mean, the press conference was at, I believe, 1:00. So you haven't spoken with him. I'm pretty sure he's in the building or near the building. You can talk to him on the phone, pick up the phone. Do you find it odd that he hasn't spoken with him since then?
No.
How much was he talking to him beforehand?
Well, according to him, they were speaking a lot. According to that,
No.
So.
Am I surprised? No.
I mean,
I wouldn't be talking to you either if I got to make a decision.
I was about to say I wouldn't talk to them. What do we got to talk about? Win some games.
Okay.
Like, we keep some reason at Auburn, we keep dancing around this stuff, man. Say what it is. Like,
exactly.
Like, God, man, that's what makes.
I feel you. I feel you on that.
You done? You done there?
Yeah, it done.
Okay. Yeah, what all that mumbo jumbo you just read off, I don't care anything about. This the same dude. I'm reading comments from his press conference. This the same dude that's going to win big in the future that says, Freeze says the team lost sparking execution when it comes down to winning games with Arnold under center in critical moments. Mm-hmm. So you know that. What you gonna do about it, Hugh? Man, that's a big bunch of fluff, man. No, he just spouting off words, man. Dude, he ain't got that.
He is.
He made that comment, and then if I was DJ Dirk, I wish he would say something about my defense in the press conference. Man,
he did.
I was out your mouth.
I was gonna speak something about it because he said the only thing that he says to the defense when on Sundays when you go to defensive meeting is you got to find a way to put the best defensive cover guys on the field. When he said that, I was like, why are you in the defensive room in the first place? That's the first thing.
How about you pick out the best play for us to score a touchdown? How about that? Go back in your room.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Hilarious, man.
I'm here telling me what to do. And my whole section is over here. We Gucci. That's why we got two separate teams right now.
Exactly. Exactly, man. Exactly.
Maybe he should just do like remember the Titans and ask the defensive coach what I should run right here.
But that would take. That's why I love that movie. That would take Hugh Freeze some humility to do that. And that's what he's not willing to do. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with the quarterback situation. Dude, just name Ashton your quarterback. Hey, it didn't work out. We're gonna go in another direction. We're gonna try him out and see what we got. But no, we gotta have an open competition.
It makes no sense.
Dude, just step up and say it, man. It just
makes no sense.
Like Kid Country said, he's Coach Klein off the water, boy.
Mr. Coach Klein.
That's hilarious.
Coach Klein.
Well, fellas, this has been a great show, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Ant, what you gotta say to the people before we get up out of here, my guy?
Y'all be safe, be careful, enjoy this week, man.
All right, yes, Ant, man. Ant, be safe out there on that road, man. Don't be on Lamar.
Yes, sir. Nah, I ain't going that way.
Shout out to Ant. Shout out to Ant. Mike, what you gotta say to people before you get up out of here, my guy?
War Eagle. We're gonna skin us a cat this weekend. Other than that, War Eagle. Everybody have a good night.
Yes, sir. Shout out to our guy Mike McKinney for always rocking with us in the chat and coming on rocking with us as always, Mike. Man, appreciate you, man. All right, and then Mr. 21, what you guys say to people before we get up out of here, man?
Hey, final thing. It don't matter what we run. If it's I formation, spread, whatever. I'm preparing y'all. Get ready for some field goals because we can't do either.
Right.
So we kicking field goals anyways. So
yeah, what he said, we kicking field goals anyway. Hey, we get ready for it.
Field goal, you.
All right, then, Ed, man. Appreciate you, my guy, for always coming in, bringing in the wisdom, man. We appreciate you. Ed gone. Ed just dipped out on us, bro. Shout out to Ed, man, for rocking with us as always, man. And we appreciate him so much for rocking with us as always. Ladies and gentlemen, man, before we get up out of here, man, we thank y'all so much for rocking with us. Just know, man, we'll be here Saturday for the locker room, man. Kentucky at Auburn, man. 6:15. We'll be in the locker room. 6:30 kickoff on the SEC network. We'll be watching this game, man, live reacting to it as always. Then, of course, make sure that you, as soon as the game is over, head on over to Auburn TV for the official post-game reaction show, Tiger Vent, with the mayor, Marcus Fitzpatrick, DC Wolf, and Auburn Tigers, man, as always, man. And make sure that you mess with people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. I got DJ at Hollywood_media on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's, man. We appreciate him so much, man. Mess with people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Day one support as always. And as always, go follow these guys on YouTube, man. I forgot that Bubba and the Old Man is not on this list. I don't know why and how I forgot that. But make sure that y'all go subscribe to Bubba and the Old Man's YouTube channel as well. Shout out to It's SEC Season, Tight Sports, the Alabama Football Megacast, Auburn Addicts TV. I got DC, Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast, B Sharp over at Sharpshooter Sports Talk, Vandy Chris over at the Golden Broom Podcast, at the Huggy Beard himself on YouTube, and the Huggy Beard on Facebook, and at the Huggy Beard on Twitter. He's on Twitter now, man. Also, man, make sure you go follow JMHO Sports Talk on YouTube. I got Coach Sean. And, of course, on the Block Sports with Coach Carl as well. And I don't know how I forgot it, but Bubba and the Old Man, make sure y'all go subscribe to Bubba and the Old Man, Auburn Sports Talk on YouTube as well, man. We appreciate y'all so much for that. Tez, you got something you want to share? You want to share it or you ain't got it yet?
I ain't got it yet, man. But you guys can follow me at It's SEC Season tomorrow for the most credible ranking show on the planet. You don't want to miss this one because it's a movement. It's a movement.
It is.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, man. We appreciate all y'all so much, man. Huggy said hit the like button. Yeah, because once you hit the like button, guess what? It turns into a football. Shout out to Sharp, man, from Sharpshooter Sports Talk, man. We appreciate that, man. And of course, our guys, Auburn Express. What's up, Auburn Express? How you feeling, my guy? Hope you feeling good, man. Hope all is going well with you, man. Hope you're doing all right, my man. Hope you're doing all right, man. We got to get hey, Auburn Express. When are y'all going live on Instagram again? Because I want to hop in the chat when y'all go live on Instagram again. Because I've missed like a couple of them. I don't know if y'all went live or not. I haven't gotten a notification, but I need to know when y'all going live on Instagram again because I want to join in the chat. So if you're still in there, let me know when y'all gonna do it again so I can hop in the chat and holla at y'all. All right, man. We appreciate that so much, man, for rocking with us, man. Before we get out of here, make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk, man. Follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23. And of course, make sure that you subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube, so you know when we post more videos and go live. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on our way to 900 subs. So please share the content. Help us out, man. And we appreciate y'all so much for making sure that we reach that goal of 1,000 subs. Well, 900 subs, then 1,000 subs, man. So we appreciate that as well. He said, I've been so busy, so I'll do one soon, probably Friday. Okay, all right, cool. That'll work. That'll work. Just let me know. So I want to pop in on that one. Auburn Express. Make sure y'all go follow Auburn Express on Instagram, man, as well. All right. We're gonna get out of here, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us as always, man. We out this thing, man. As always, man. Y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed. Make sure y'all get the man upstairs above his, because he deserves all the praise and all the glory. We'll be back Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We'll be back around the water cooler. We'll be talking some more SEC, some more Auburn football, man. So we appreciate y'all so much for that, man. And as always, until then, ladies and gentlemen, it is, as always, like we call it, one love. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out this mug. And guess what? We holla. We gone. Just like that.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.